Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're new. My name is Maya, and in today's video we are going to be doing a swapping screen time for reading. So we're going to take the time that I used my phone last week and read it this week. So I'm on spring break. I haven't been doing much book videos because I have school and work and it's a lot, but I'm on spring break. So I have no school, no work. I'm doing some family stuff, but other than that, we're chill. So I thought I would do some reading with y'all. I have my TBR for the month here, which is what we're reading. But today is 4 hours and 29 minutes, I think is what it is. I will show you guys like my time. Hopefully somehow I'll figure it out. But I will tell you for today is Monday. I don't have a thing that y'all can see me tracking my time because my tablet's dead. So I'm gonna use my phone and y'all are just gonna have to trust me, okay? Just gonna have to trust me. So I know that this would look better with black, but I can't find my black one. So we're gonna just ignore that. Let's go over my TBR. The first book that we're going to be starting the video with is Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. I am already on page 76, so I'm not doing too bad, but the goal is to finish this book this week. So hopefully I don't finish this book and it puts me in a reading slump, because I would really hate that if I'm being honest. But this is our first book on our TBR. It's the third book in the Empyrean series. And then we have First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. B.K. Borison, as you all know, is one of my favorite authors. So this is her new book for her new series, I think. So that's a romance we have. Then we have The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, another favorite author of mine. This is a book in her series that I have not read yet because I've only read The Inheritance Games by her. And then we have Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. This is the third book, I think, in the Throne of Glass series. So this one is next on my list for that series. And then on my Kindle, I have two books as well. I am reading, one of them is on my TBR for the month, one of them is not. So I'm reading Catch the Sun by, I think it's Jennifer Hartman, and it is for a book club that I just joined in my town. It is, yes, Catch the Sun by Jennifer Hartman. So it's like I don't even know what it is. I think it's a romance, but it's got a lot more like, I don't know, fiction in it than just romance. And then also The Rook by Frost K. It's the second book in the Twisted Kingdom series. So that is my TBR. Obviously I might like go off of my TBR and read whatever I want at the same time, but that is my TBR. I am in the mood for an Abby Jimenez book because I just read The Fall Risk by her, and now I just really want to read more because I loved that book so much, and it was only like 86 pages and I felt like I needed more of it. So I'm going to sit down here. It's currently just me and my brother and the pets home. I have a Dutch Bros, and then I have my books. So I think I'm gonna sit down with this book, with this coffee, watch Lexa Ray. I am so far behind in YouTube videos. Oh my gosh, even just watching them. I know Sarah, I'm like 2 years behind in her videos. So I really need to just start catching up on them. So I'm gonna watch them all. I'm watching them in alphabetical order. So I'm gonna do that, read my book, drink my coffee. I think I have 4 hours and 29 minutes, but I know it's 4 hours, so I'm gonna sit down and read, and y'all will just follow along this week, I guess. Hopefully I remember how to sit down. Hopefully I know how to do reading vlogs because I haven't done one in like so long, since last year. So I'll see you guys when I'm done reading a bit. Hi. Okay, so it is a little bit later. It is now 3:44. Don't get me wrong, this tablet is still dead. I just thought I would use it for a second and then go plug it in. It's at 16%. So it's 3:44. Y'all can't really see that. But I thought I would I took a screenshot of my time on my phone, sent it to my tablet. So here we are. Today's reading time was, as you can see, 4 hours and 29 minutes. And my most used app was YouTube. So realistically, I don't usually count YouTube because that's me watching something while I'm doing other things. But this week we're gonna do it anyways. So 1 hour and 16 minutes on YouTube, 50 minutes on TikTok, 42 minutes on Good Coffee, 18 minutes on Instagram, and then I think it's 10 minutes on Spotify, and then there were some more below it, but not as big of a deal. One of them was another game, one of them was Safari, I think. So that stuff. So 50 minutes on TikTok, not the best, but also not that bad. If I can keep under an hour on TikTok every day, I'm fine with that. YouTube, like I said, is pretty normal. My most time was when I woke up. I spent a long time on my phone, and then when I was on break at work, and then at night before bed. So the whole middle of the day I kind of didn't use my phone at all. But 4 hours and 29 minutes. I have 2 hours and 22 minutes left of reading. So I read the whole time my parents were gone, and then when they got back, they took naps because we're on vacation, so it's time for naps and stuff. So they took naps, and then I read, and now I'm done reading for a little while because I'm going to go shower, and then I'm going to do YouTube work on my computer. So I need to film multiple gaming videos, and I need to edit a bunch of videos. So I'm going to pause reading for a little while. I did, however, I'm now over here, so it's a big progress. I read to page 180. I'm on page 180 now, chapter 21. I'm in the thick of it. Stuff is happening. It's crazy, okay? I'm not a person who films myself the whole time I'm reading a book, which I feel I should for some books, but this one, some of my reactions, I'm either smiling because haha, or I'm so stressed and it's on my face. You can tell I'm stressed, but I'm loving it so far. It's definitely more chill, I feel like it sounds weird because everything happening in this book is not chill at all, but it feels chiller than the other books. The other two books, it was very you were on the edge of your seat the whole entire time. This one feels a lot more, there's a lot of softer stuff, not necessarily softer, but it's a lot of waiting around for things to happen. But I kind of like that because I like the characters in these books so much that I enjoy just having time with the characters where they're not on the verge of stinking dying the whole time. So we have had, I'm gonna say it, we've already had deaths. I'm not gonna say who or anything, but we have had deaths, which I honestly expect it in these books all the time now. Just constant death. I just deal with it with these, you just expect it. But it has caused a lot of chaos to happen, a lot of chaos. So I'm really enjoying my time reading this. I'm not gonna give full thoughts because it's the third book in a series and it's very spoiler, but I love these books. I love the characters. I love this version. There are pictures in here that I don't want to show y'all because they could be spoilers, but look at the map. It's all colored. I love it. So that is my update for now. I'm gonna pause reading for a little while. I have 2 hours and 22 minutes left, but I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna go shower, and then I'm going to work on some YouTube stuff and maybe read in the middle of things rendering and stuff. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Really bad camera angle, but I haven't talked to you guys in a while about the book or my reading for the day. It is now, tablet. It is now 10:11. So I did all my social media stuff, posted everything I needed to post, and then I watched the iHeartMusic rewards, and I read a little bit while I did that. So now I'm on page 202. I didn't get much reading done while watching it, obviously, because I was watching it too. But I'm going to sit down now and read the rest of my stuff. My tablet is charged, so I have that to count tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow I think is a big number, which is not the best because I am gonna be gone tomorrow because we're going to Topgolf and stuff like that. Also, my voice is just being weird. I apologize. But I'm going to do like Topgolf and shopping, and I think it's like 7 hours tomorrow. So we'll have to figure out how I'm gonna read that tomorrow. But for right now, I'm going to sit here, set up my tripod, read for the rest of my time, and watch some TV. Not some TV. Watch some YouTube on my iPad. So far, enjoying it still. Still have the same reviews. I like it. It's still just like enjoying the characters. I'm aware that I look like a mess, okay? I'm getting ready slowly, so I need to brush my hair. Ow, ew. So, I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys before I leave because I don't know how much I'm going to be able to actually film today. So, I have to read for 7 hours and 40 minutes. It's at 39, but 7 hours and 40 minutes today, which is a lot. Let me be honest with you. I did read until about 11:30 last night to finish my reading for yesterday, and I did complete it, so that's fine. I got to a major cliffhanger in the book and then had to put it down. So, yeah, I will be finishing that one today. And then I don't know what other one I'm going to start. It probably depends on what mood I'm in. I might start a romance, though, or I might start Catch the Sun. I know it's, like, more deep romance. Like, they talk about a lot of hard subjects, I think that's what it is. But that is the plan for reading today. Today we are going to Topgolf, so I'm not really going to be able to film too much reading, but I'm going to read while I'm in the car, and then I might read a little bit while we're there, like while other people play, but we'll see what happens. Either way, we're going to Topgolf and shopping, so I'm going to try and get as much reading as I can in there. So I'm going to bring my Kindle, and on my Kindle I have Catch the Sun, so like I might read that when I'm out and about and just bring this, or just bring the book as like a backup for today. So we'll see, but I thought I would update you guys. 7 hours 40 minutes is today's goal, so yay, that's so much time. Jeez. Okay guys, it is later now, 7 p.m. to be exact. I have my stuff. So today we were out all day, but I did read for actually a pretty decent amount of time. So today was 7 hours and 40 minutes. I read for, let's see, I have 4 hours and 2 minutes left. So I read a good amount, like 3 hours and 40 minutes probably. I am now on page 468, but I'm terrified of what's about to happen because something drastic just happened and I have less than 100 pages to finish of this book. So that means we probably won't solve what just happened, and that stresses me out. But I really enjoyed this week. Has been really nice for me because I think the reason I've been in a reading slump is because I'm in a life slump in a way, but not really. I've just been overwhelmed. So it's been like a 1.5 year reading slump now, but it's because I've been so overwhelmed with everything I have to do that whenever I sit down to read, I'm like, you can't sit down to read, you have this, and this to do. So like I haven't been reading, and this week I have nothing to do because I'm on spring break. So it's been nice just being able to like chill, you know? I've just been able to chill, sit down and read. I've been reading this book finally when I've had it for like 2 months. Well, I've had it for like a month now because I got it on my birthday. But like it's been really nice to just chill, read my book without anything on my plate. So that's why this video has been great for me so far. So currently I got dinner, Chick-fil-A, but I'm going to sit down, I'm going to watch some YouTube and eat, and then when I'm done eating, I'm going to finish the book. So I'm going to time-lapse me finishing the whole book. So it might be a longer time-lapse, I'm not really sure, probably won't be, but we're gonna figure this out. Also, my hair has been so weird today. Like, it is so just in my face. It's so aggravating, but I'm going to eat and then read, and y'all will see my ending reactions to this book. I might text my cousin and ask her a question. It might be a spoiler, but you know, I think I need that spoiler to comfort myself, so we'll see. But I'm gonna eat and read. Okay, it's later. As you can see, I finished the book. I did cry, I'm not gonna lie, I did, because I am emotional, but that ending was chaotic and I'm stressed. I don't know what happened. I'm so confused. I did give it a 5-star just because, like, I love the books, but I'm so confused and lost, and it all felt like a fever dream, if I'm being honest with you. That's my review. Genuinely, that is. I liked the book more than a lot of people did. I liked the, I guess, chaos that went on, in a way. I like that it was a lot of just building on things, because you just got to hang out with the characters a lot, and I enjoyed that. So, like, I did like it. I gave it a 5-star, but so confused by that ending there. The thing is, though, I still have, which I think I forgot to turn the timer on at one point, but we're not going to talk about that. I still have 3 hours and 7 minutes left to read, which means I won't be done reading until 12:57. We're gonna see if I actually stick to that or not. I don't know how much I have to read tomorrow. I think it's less than today. Let me check that real quick. Tomorrow is less than today, but it still looks like it could be in like the 5 or 6 hour range. So still a lot. Not fun. Either way, I have to pick a new book to read because I have 3 hours left. So I need to pick something, but I feel like that didn't put me in like a slump or anything, but I definitely feel like I shouldn't start anything like major. So this one, peaced out for right now because I can't do another fantasy at this moment. So I do have these options. These could work. We have The Naturals and First Time Caller, because these are both kind of more free, I guess. This one has a lot of like bits to it though, so it might be like it is a mystery. This one's a romance, so I feel like it would be a little bit chiller. And then on my Kindle, I do have The Subtle Art of Not Giving a, you know, I've been reading that slowly, so like I could read a bit of that nonfiction. I would like to get through like a chapter of that a day, I think is my goal right now. I have Her Soul to Take. I have The Rook, which is on my TBR, but I feel like that's another like fantasy, so I shouldn't do that. And then I have Catch the Sun still, and I have The Duke and I. And I feel like that's the books that I would be willing to read right now. I feel like I might read, let's see, where am I in this book? Because I'm already on page 23. How close am I to okay, so I just started a new chapter. So I could read chapter 2 of this real quick. Well, real quick. I am not a quick reader, as we all know. But I could read chapter 2 of this. It's about 20 pages. I might read a chapter of this, and then I think I'm going to pick one of these two. Although it's nighttime, so I might want to start something on here. I feel like Catch the Sun is very, I don't know. I'll figure it out. These are my book options. Obviously, I have every other book on Kindle Unlimited too that I could read. But I'm definitely going to start, read a chapter of that, and then I might read one of these, or I might pick up something on my Kindle. I'm not 100%. But I have 3 more hours to do. So I'm not sure if I'm going to film any of my 3 hours, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. It is getting late, and I'm going to the beach tomorrow. But we're going to the beach later tomorrow, so like, not too stressed. Okay, it is now the next day. So it is Wednesday, and we are all getting ready to go to the beach. So I'm in my outfit. Ignore it. I kind of look like Adam Sandler, and I like it, so it's fine. Let me pull out my stuff. I did forget to collect what time I have to read today, so give me 1 second. Okay, 6 hours and 24 minutes is today's time. So let me get that into here while I talk to you guys. So last night I ended up finishing my time, which actually surprised me. I really didn't think I was gonna finish. I don't remember what the minutes were, whatever, 6 something. So I did end up finishing reading last night. It was 1 a.m. when I finished and went to sleep, but I finished it, and that's all that matters. So let's talk about what I ended up reading. I did end up doing the book on here, my nonfiction book. I read a chapter of it. It's fine, whatever. I like the book. I just don't have much to talk about with it. But I read that, and then I picked this up, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I really hope I do, obviously, but I haven't heard any reviews on it, and it scared me. And then I was watching Destiny's videos. I was catching up, and I watched her reading romance video from this year, and she rated this book really high. So then I was like, well, now I'm happy because I was in the middle of reading it when she rated it high. So I am on I finished chapter 5. I think I'm on page like 70. Yeah, I'm on page 70. Chapter 6 is where I am now, and I really liked it. I didn't want to put it down, but I had to turn my bedroom light off and turn the lights down for my brother to go to sleep. So I had to stop reading this because I didn't want to get my light out and it would keep him awake anyways. So I read, I think 15% of this book. Loving it so far. The characters are so fun and I love the whole idea of it. I've never watched the movie that this is based on, so like, but loving this. So that was the first book I picked up, and then I went on my Kindle and I picked up Catch the Sun Again because I had already read a chapter or two of it, so I picked it back up and I read all the way up to chapter 11, and I'm on page 95 on Kindle, so I'm 22% through the book. I'm enjoying it so far. I actually have so many quotes for this book. I just turned it off. Let me turn it back on. I have so many quotes saved for this book so far, and like, I did not expect that. I picked this book because it's for a book club. Let me see. How do you even look at your highlights on here? Oh, I found it. I picked this book for a book club. So my cousin added me to a book club for where I'm around, and this is the book we're reading, and it's on Kindle Unlimited. I got cut off, sorry. It's on Kindle Unlimited, so I was like, I'll read it, I'll see if I like it, whatever. I have a bump on my knee, ow. And actually I'm enjoying it. There is some writing in it that I'm like, I don't like that. But then I have to put myself in the head of a teenage boy. And then I'm like, okay, wait, no, now I get it. So I'm enjoying it. There are a lot of quotes. I have this one. It's a very long one, but it says, love conquers your common sense, your good reasoning, your sound logic. Love conquers your heart until it's a mangled, stomped on, barely beating organ. Love conquers your carefully assembled dreams and puts them in the hands of someone else. Love conquers, consumes, kills. In my opinion, love is life's most skilled assassin, and that's because it hides in plain sight. Well, next page. Well versed in camouflage and deception, it wears the face of that one person you would die for on the front line as you bleed out in dirt, whispering their name on your final breath. So that's sad, but love it. Like, great quote. And then this is one where the main guy character is describing someone. He says, he's a rundown house with peeling paint, cracked tiles, and faulty appliances, where the inspector tells you that it needs some work, but at least the bones are good. And I think that's my favorite thing about this book. The author does a great job at descriptions of people. Like, her descriptions of other people is so good. Like, that's a description of a person. And then this one I thought was funny. Thankfully, I run on trauma, black coffee, and sarcasm, so his compelling man body and enigmatic blue eyes are wasted on me. And then the rest are kind of getting towards spoiler range, and I don't really want to do that. So, yeah. I'm just really liking this one so far, and it's kind of an unexpected like. So, that is my reading currently. Other than that, I don't have any updates for this one, but I'm going to bring this with me to the beach, and I'm going to bring this with me to the beach, and we'll read. We'll figure out what happens. One of them, I could definitely see myself, I think I'm going to finish this book today. This one, probably not. I don't know. We'll see if I do or don't. But I have like 6 hours to read today, and I'm going to the beach, so I don't know how much I'm actually going to get done, but we're going to hopefully finish it. Tomorrow we have no plans, and then Friday we have no plans. My dad's going to work on Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday, as of right now, we have no plans. So I have a while to just sit and read over the next few days, hopefully. And I do want to get some YouTube stuff done, like sim stuff, but I am having a great time with the books I'm reading. This is like the most I have enjoyed reading in so long. So I'm gonna finish getting ready. I have hiccups again. I have hiccups every time I film, but I'm gonna finish getting ready, and then I will talk to you guys when I'm reading later. I'm aware I look like a mess. My hair is wet. It's still drying, but it's later on Wednesday. We got back from the beach. It was a very long day, but the beach felt great. Honestly, today's weather, it was kind of cold at parts. But it was a nice beach day today. And now I'm home, and I was reading on the drive every now and then, but I was also talking to my friend. So tired, so I don't know if we're gonna make this reading goal tonight, because it would be another 1 a.m. night if we're gonna finish. So I'm not sure if that's gonna happen or not, but we'll see. Either way, I read this book the whole time we were driving. First Time Caller by B.K. Borson. I am on chapter 17. Page 193. So I'm almost halfway through the book, and I am loving this so far. I love B.K. Borson in general, we all know this, but I'm loving the characters in this book. Also, can we talk about the fact that I'm already on chapter 17? I'm 100 something pages in this book, almost 200 pages in this book, and there's no romance. Like, yeah, there's a hint. There's a hint towards something, there's sparks forming, but like there's no romance, and I am 200 pages into this book. But I'm loving it, because it's so like you're really building these characters, and I love building the characters how we are, and you're getting to like explore them as people before they're like in a relationship, and I love that. Also, I just realized that my straw is like in the camera. Sorry about that. But I'm loving this so far. It's top tier. I'm gonna keep reading for as long as I can tonight. I don't know if I'll finish or not. Like I said, I'm exhausted, but I'm gonna read, watch Destiny's video still. I'm getting caught up, and then I'll watch other people's. Got some chocolate covered pretzels. I started cramping really bad on the way home from the beach, which like I'm happy that it waited until I was done with the beach to start, but started cramping really bad. So I'm gonna put a heating pad on, read the book, watch Destiny, eat some pretzels, drink some sweet tea. Comfort time, you know? Let's get into it. We have 4 hours and 28 minutes left. I can show you guys that actually. 4 hours and 28 minutes. So I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna read. I don't think I'm gonna talk to you guys again tonight probably, unless something like drastic happens, because I'm probably gonna fall asleep while I read. We'll see what happens. Okay guys, it is Thursday now. I did not just wake up, regardless of the fact that it looks like I did. I've been up for a few hours now. It is 1:18. Today's plan, stay home. Literally, I have nothing to do. But I didn't finish my reading yesterday, so technically failed the challenge. But we're still gonna try and finish all the reading that we have to do. So I woke up this morning with 2 hours and 40 something minutes left for the day. Now I have 1 hour and 49 minutes left for the day for Wednesday's reading. And so I've been reading, I read a chapter of my nonfiction book, and ignore the screaming in the back, my brother's back there. And then I've been reading this. This is still top tier. Love this book so much. So been reading this and watching Destiny's videos still, catching up. Trying not to fall asleep again because I am so tired today for some reason. I think it's the beach yesterday, it just has me tired, but it's fine. But I wanted to show you guys my hours for the rest of the week. I forgot to email myself the picture, so give me 1 second. Okay, I have it saved now. For today's hours are 7 hours and 35 minutes, except, so you can see that, except for the fact that I'm removing an hour and 32 minutes from that, because if you look down here, an hour, you can't really read the hours well, but that's camera. An hour and 32 minutes on camera. That was me filming, so I don't think that should count. You know, that's my time that I was filming for videos for YouTube. So that does not count. So I'm removing that hour and 32 minutes. And then like for Fridays, I'm removing 2 hours or something from Fridays because it was all on Kindle. So I was reading. So you might think that's cheating. I don't, because I was recording for YouTube. I film everything on my phone. So I am removing an hour and 32 minutes. So that means I'm only gonna have to read for 6 hours and 3 minutes for today. But I have to finish yesterday's reading first. So I have been reading this. I'm going to finish this pretty soon, actually. I'm on chapter 25, page 311, I think is where I am pretty much. And there are, let's see if I can figure it out. There are 420 420. That's how many pages there are on this book. And I'm on page 311. So I have a little over, I have like 110 pages left to read, but I should finish this pretty soon. Honestly, probably within the Wednesday timer. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know what I'm going to pick up after this. I could just pick up my Kindle. It's over there, so I don't have to get up. But I think my parents are going to be home before this time's up anyways. They're going to look at my dad's neighborhood that he's working on. But I might just read the book on there, Catch the Sun, or I might start the Naturals because I am really in the Naturals vibe right now. So we'll see. Either way, I'm going to read this and watch Destiny. Okay, it is later. I don't know why I am so utterly tired today, but I am insanely tired. I have cheese sticks to eat because dinner's gonna be late. But my timer for Wednesday went off, so I finished my reading for that. I finished First Time Caller by B.K. Borson. I'm giving it a 4-star. I loved this book. Like, it was so fun. I loved the characters so much, and they're like, I loved him so much specifically. So I had a great time reading. The cat is trying to step on my iPad. Great time reading this. Definitely recommend to everybody. I am a big B.K. Borson fan though, so I'm a little bit biased, but 4 stars. And then I wanted to read fantasy. I really thought I would be off for fantasy for a little while because of Onyx Storm, but I really wanted to read fantasy. So it was between starting Heir of Fire and starting The Rook, and I decided to start The Rook. So I am on page 31. I'm 15% through the book now. So that's what I'm going to start now. I'm just going to keep reading The Rook. I don't know how much I'm going to read of it. There's only 288 pages in the book. So like, it's not a long book at all. So I figured I would read this and then move on to a different book. I'll probably finish this today. I will finish this today. Like, let's see. It says I have 4 hours and 12 minutes left in the book. So I should definitely finish this book today. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna read The Rook. It's by, let me see, who is this even by? It's by Frost K. So this is the second book in the Twisted Kingdom series. There are 7 books in the Twisted Kingdom series. So I'm gonna read this and then I will catch up with you guys later. Honestly, maybe when I finish this. I don't know. I'm thinking of moving to my desk and turning on YouTube on my computer, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna eat my cheese sticks and read some of The Rook. Okay, we have shifted. We are at my desk now, turning a computer on to watch YouTube while I read, and I made myself coffee. It's a very unhealthy coffee, but a very pretty coffee, so. But I'm gonna drink this to try and wake myself up. I already feel a little bit energized just from like getting up and doing something, so that helps. But I'm gonna watch YouTube on my computer while I keep reading. Okay, it is a little while later. It's now 6:30-ish, 6:42. I read the whole book of The Rook. It's finished, so now I just have to start on to the next one, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm honestly up and down on if I'm going to finish that series at all, because like the first one really intrigued me, but that one didn't really intrigue me that much. Like, I read it in like a few hours, not that long, but I don't know, it just wasn't my favorite, so we'll see. But that's a next month thing, not a this month thing. I think I'm done with that series for this month. But I finished that one. I still have, let's see, like 3 hours and 40 minutes, 3 hours and 10 minutes left to read. So it took me about 3 hours to read that book, so not that bad. It was actually the quickest I've ever read a book. First time I've read a book in a day in a long time. So now I have to read a different one, but I have dinner right now. So my dad made ribs and we have some bread, but I am going to I'm gonna eat this, keep watching YouTube, and whenever I'm done eating this, I think I'm gonna pick up the naturals. I think that's what I'm in the mood for, something different, not like what I've read so far this time, because otherwise I think they'll all get just like thrown together and I'll get bored. I'm so tired still. Like, I am more awake after that coffee, but I think I'm gonna start the naturals when I'm done with dinner, and then we will talk. I think that's what I'm gonna read for the rest of the night. I might end up reading the Catch the Sun book on here at some point, but I'm gonna pick up the naturals when I'm done eating. Okay, as you guys saw, I went outside and read for a little while until it got dark, and also like there were a bunch of bugs and stuff and it got cold. So I came inside, but I spent about 30 minutes, a little over 30 minutes outside reading The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. And so far, I'm really liking this actually. Like I got to chapter 6, so I finished chapter 5, got to chapter 6, my usual reading thing. I usually try and read like 5 chapters before I like judge a book. I'm liking it so far. We just got into like the whole premise of this book is that it's a group of people, a group of teenagers or young adults who join an FBI, a special agency in the FBI. So our main girl in this book is really good at reading people. So she's a profiler. And so we just got into her being asked to join this thing. So far, I'm loving it. I love Jennifer Lynn Barnes' writing, so it's very fun, very easy to read. But I have another, let's see, how much longer? I think I have like 2 hours and 37 minutes left to read tonight. So I'm gonna start reading. I won't be reading too late tonight, hopefully. Like it says 10:24 p.m. should be when I finish. I'll probably finish a little after that because I have it paused, but I should be done before midnight tonight, so that'll be nice, so that I can go to bed. Really, my bedtime is midnight this week just because I don't have to wake up super early. Like, I'd like to wake up between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. just to, like, keep on that schedule, but going to bed at midnight puts me at 8 hours of sleep. And last night, I got way too much sleep because I got, like, 12 hours, and that's why I've been so exhausted today. So, I'm gonna read more. I'm watching just Allie's videos now. To catch up on her. I'm on her February videos, so like I'm only 2 weeks behind on her videos, so not too far, but I'm catching up in alphabetical order. So my parents are out getting Sunday stuff, so while they're gone, I'm gonna read as much as I can until they get back, and then I'm gonna make an ice cream sundae. So talk to you guys when they get back, probably. Okay, it is Friday, so we only have 2 more days to do this video after this day. Also, I think I calculated it, and we're in like the 30-something hours for reading this week when we're done with this video. That's pretty impressive if you do ask me. So, today's reading is 5 hours, 26 minutes, except for the fact that, if y'all can see down here, I don't know if you can see it too well, Kindle for 2 hours and 20 minutes. On Friday, I went to the gym with my friend, and then I went to her house to go eat. I went to the gym with my friends, and then I went to Sweet Frog, and then one of their houses to go eat dinner. So, I was reading on my phone the whole time because I didn't have my Kindle. And that's when I read The Fall Risk, the whole book, that one night. So, I am gonna not count that because we're literally, the whole point is swapping screen time for reading, but that screen time was literally reading. So for 2 hours and 20 minutes of this, we're not gonna read. So that means I only have 3 hours and 6 minutes to read today, which is not that bad. It's actually the lowest day this week. So let's talk about last night. I did not finish this book. Don't let me fool you. I finished my reading for this book. I lied to the camera and said I finished it at part 3. I did not. I finished it at like chapter 20. 3 probably, but I read to part 3 after I finished the timer. So we're in it, guys. We're in the chaos of this book. I didn't want to put it down last night, which is impressive because I read for what, like almost 9 hours yesterday? I think like 9 hours yesterday. And then, oh my gosh, but I read for like 9 hours yesterday. And then I still didn't want to put this down. That's impressive because the year and a half book slump, could not believe that I did that last night. But I was really into this. I had to put it down. I'm loving the character so far, which I think is a big thing for her writing. I just love her characters. I do hate that in like all of her series she puts in like a love triangle. Despise that. But it's okay. I do have a side I'm rooting for. I am on Dean's side. I'm sorry. I love Michael, but I'm on Dean's side. For anyone who reads these. But I fear I only own the first book. And I fear that I really want the other ones. But I also don't have money. So we're gonna have to see how that's gonna work out. Do I have Libby on here? I don't think I do. I'm gonna have to check Libby. Oh my gosh, my hair. I'm gonna have to check Libby and my library, see if they have them. If they have them, then I'm gonna go get them from the library. If Libby has it, then I'll just get it on the Kindle or on my phone. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. But I'm having a great time with this book. Also, my TBR for March was Onyx Storm. This is not gonna be in order. Onyx Storm, The Fall Risk, Heir of Fire. Onyx Storm, Fall Risk, Heir of Fire, The Naturals, First Time Caller, and The Rook. That was my TBR. I have read, I have read The Fall Risk, Onyx Storm, First Time Caller, The Rook. So I only have The Naturals and Heir of Fire left on my TBR for March. I read like all of them in 1 week. That's kind of impressive, let me tell you that. So my goal is to finish this book today, hopefully, and then start Heir of Fire. I don't know if I'm gonna start it today or tomorrow, but I have Heir of Fire, and then I'm still reading Catch the Sun. I'm just letting myself go slow with that book. Read it when I want to, because I feel it's gonna be a little bit of a harder hitter, so I'm being slow with that one. But I want to finish this book today. That is my goal. So our reading plans are, I only have 3 hours and 6 minutes. I'm gonna be home alone tonight because my mom and dad are taking my brother to his friend's house, and they're just gonna hang out there because they're friends with his parents too. So I'm gonna be home tonight for a few hours probably. So it starts at, they're leaving the house probably at like 5 something, 6 o'clock. I don't know, 5:30, 6 o'clock. So I'm gonna have dinner here. I'm gonna make myself some dinner tonight, and I'm gonna stay home. But I don't know if I want to do any reading, because I also want to set up my reading journal, because I still don't have a reading journal for the year. So I also want to do that. So I don't know if I'm gonna do any reading tonight, but I'm gonna read a little bit right now because my mom is making food. And then at some point I'm gonna go to Starbucks. I'm gonna read for a little while. I want to make banana bread today. So I'm gonna see what stuff we need for it. If we have everything, then it's fine. If we don't have everything, then I'm gonna stop at Walmart when I'm done with Starbucks. And that's the plan. So I'm just gonna kind of read random little bits throughout the day, because it's only 3 hours. It's not that bad. I could literally read that all tonight while laying in bed. So we'll see what happens. But I think I'm gonna read a little bit right now. It depends. I have to update my vlog too. So I am in the Starbucks parking lot, the back parking lot right now. I'm just gonna brush through my hair real quick. I already did it before I left the house, but just again, in case. I don't know how long I'm gonna sit here, just for a little while. I think this is the only place I'm gonna go. I don't need anything for the banana bread, and I don't need anything for dinner. So just gonna chill here for a little, read a little bit. I have 2 hours and 30 minutes left to read. And then I thought about going to the bank. I'm gonna do my budget in there too. I brought my iPad for the timer and for the budget. So I might go to the bank. I'm not positive, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Either way, I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna get a drink. I don't really want a coffee is the thing. So I might get a refresher instead and then read and get a cake pop. So yeah. Okay, hi guys. It is now like almost 6 o'clock, but I went to Starbucks and I read. I just like keep track of which video I'm filming, but I went to Starbucks and I read for a while. I ended up finishing, I forgot to bring the book with me, I finished The Naturals. I had to stop myself from having actual physical reactions inside of Starbucks because they were having like a meeting right in front of me, and so I was trying to like not react, but oh my gosh, I get the hype. Like, I get why people are obsessed with that book now. Totally understand it. So that book, I don't know what I'm gonna rate it, probably like a 4.5, something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna go over all my ratings at the end. I'll be giving rough ratings throughout the video, but none of them are like my official, so I'm gonna give official ratings at the end of the video, so stay for that. But I still have for today 1 hour and 44 minutes and 44 seconds. Kind of funny that that's how it ended, but I am home alone now. My family went to my brother's friend's house. I'm watching Destiny's video that she released today because I'm trying to like stay caught up, like I'm caught up on someone. I'm going to read Catch the Sun for a while. It was between me starting Catch the Sun and me continuing Catch the Sun or me starting Heir of Fire. And I decided that I wanted to continue this because I'd like to get closer to finishing another book in this video. I don't know. We'll decide as I keep going. I might get bored of this and want to read a fantasy instead, but for now, we're going to read Catch the Sun. So I'm on chapter 11, page 95, 22% through the book. I'm going to start reading. I want to read for at least 44 minutes to get it down to like the hour mark. And then I have other stuff that I want to do tonight. So we'll see what happens. But I get to play house, and I love to play house. I like to play like it's my house, and I live here alone. And I don't, but I like being able to pretend for a little while, you know? Because I'm not moving out anytime soon. But I'm going to read this, watch Destiny, and relax. Hi guys, I like have no voice and I don't know why. It's like going in and out, and that's not good because I'm about to try and film videos. Give me a second. That might be better. Maybe just a little bit better. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, it is now Saturday. So I think the last time I talked to you guys was last night before my parents got home. I was reading, But I never gave y'all my thoughts on this thing, really. And then I haven't talked about this one since things happened. So, this book, I don't know if I told you, I had to visibly hold back my reactions while I was reading this book, while I was at Starbucks. It was really good. I had to come home and tell my dad the whole plot of the whole book. Like, he's fully spoiled because I needed to talk to someone about it, and I don't know anybody in my real life who has read this book. So, this was a top tier. Don't know what I'm rating it. Probably like a 4. Honestly, maybe even like a 4.5, 4.75. Loved that. Sorry, I got cut off. Okay, I'm back. My door's closed now. Let's talk about the other one. Okay, you know how last night I said I don't know if I recommend the book to anybody, but I love it. Okay, I've never read a book like this before. Let's clarify, right? Never read a book that centers around subjects like this. What do you mean? What do you mean? So, what chapter was it? Right before part 3 of the book. Let's see. I'm gonna go back. Okay. What on earth happened in chapter 27? Okay. Huh? You mean to tell me that whole thing? I still love it, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm enjoying my time reading this book. I literally couldn't sleep last night. So, like, I read for the whole time of my timer last night. And then I put it down. And then I couldn't sleep. So I read it again. So I read more. So I'm on chapter 31. I'm on page 298. I'm 67% through the book. And what do you mean happened? Huh? So it's not just, like, a cutesy romance? No. I kind of knew it wasn't. But, like, I've never read a emotional book like this. What do you mean? Either way, it's great. Loving my time reading this. Definitely want to pick up more of her books in the future. Jennifer Hartman, I think is her name. Definitely, like, I know Lotus was a big one that everybody was obsessed with for a while. I heard a lot of talk about that one. So, like, I definitely want to pick up more of her books now. But it says on this book that I have 2 hours and 37 minutes left, which means I should finish it tonight, realistically, because I'm not going to read until later tonight because I have to do a bunch of filming for my gaming channel. But I think I have 4 hours tonight because it was 4 hours and 14 minutes, but I think 14 minutes of that was Kindle, so it doesn't count. So I have like 4 hours of reading tonight, so I should definitely finish this. And then I don't know what I'm going to do after that. This book might break me. If this book breaks me, we're ending the video here. Just saying. Like, if this book devastates me, we're done. Sunday doesn't count. But if it doesn't break me and I can still read afterwards, I might start Air Fire. Because it's only, I've had my TBR for a week now. And we are on, I only have one more book to finish on my TBR. So, I could finish my TBR early. That would be great. That would be like the first time I have ever read my whole TBR. So, that is the plan, to read this more tonight, let it destroy me, and then possibly read Air Fire later. But I've had a great time reading this week. Honestly, top tier books, so we'll talk about them later. Okay, time for my 4 hours of reading. Let me start. So 4 hours right now. I'm gonna sit and read. I don't know if I'm gonna read straight for the 4 hours, but I'm gonna read it for most of the 4 hours. At 10, I need to start doing my night stuff, so it's 6:30. So we'll see what happens. Okay, it is later now. It is 10:55 exactly. So I read earlier for a while. I have 2 hours and 30 minutes left. So I read for like an hour and 30 minutes. I finished the book. Okay, I hated it. But not really, but like, yes, really. I cried so much at the end of that book, and not even because of like what was happening. Like, yeah, it was sad things that were happening, but I cried because of the cat's trying to eat my ice cream. Okay, can we talk about that? She's trying to eat my ice cream. I cried because I cried because of the words that were being said. Like, let me see if I can find said quote. I need to make sure it's like non-spoiler, but like let me see if I can find it. Give me a second. Okay, ready? This one is what got me. Love always hurts, honey. That's the price we pay to experience it. Sometimes that hurt is on a smaller scale, and sometimes it's big enough to move mountains. Either way, it hurts. You have to think of it as a cruel gift. Nothing good in life is ever free. There are always sacrifices and tough blows. And even if we never fully recover from those blows, we can appreciate the love while it was still sweet and untainted. After all, it was there first. It's the conduit for every raw, passionate, ugly heartache we experience in this life. That one hurt, first off, okay? First off, we have that. I don't think I highlighted the second thing. Oh, here it is. This one got me. But loss is loss. Absence is absence. You can't feel it and you can't shake it. All you can do is accept that it's always going to follow you around like a shadow, and you do what you can to live with it. You fill your life with other things, hobbies, people's dreams. The loss is permanent, but the darkness isn't. Are you kidding me? I was bawling my eyes out because like those quotes just by themselves are like tearjerkers. But then you like know what they're about, and it's awful. Okay, it's awful. But it was a really good book. Like, I want to read the other books by her, but I don't necessarily recommend it because it's sad. So sad. Unbelievably sad. Things happen. It's like the author thinks of everything traumatic she can throw in this book and just throws it at you. Okay? So, that's what that book was. I finished it. I still have 2 hours and 30 minutes left, though. I don't know. This is what I'm supposed to start. I don't know if I can start this. Like, I don't know if I can, at this time of night, start this book. So, I'm trying to look through my Kindle. I definitely can't read a chapter of that book because my nonfiction, because it would not be processed. The only other books I have downloaded on here right now, which, like, I can download any book I want, but I have Her Soul to Take, The Duke and I could try Eyes on Me. I am not a fan of that trope. So Eyes on Me is, I think it says it in the back anyways, it's step sibling. And I don't like that trope, like, at all. I don't enjoy it. But me and my friend were doing a buddy read of the whole series by Sarah Kate, and I have it on here, and I own it, so I could try and read it. That is valid. I could. She's almost done with it, so, like, I could try and read it right now. She's a very slow reader, okay? I'm calling her out. She's a slow reader. She's been reading that book for, like, a year now. But it's fine. I wasn't going to read it anyways, and I've been reading other things. But, like, I could read it. There's also some other ones that I have saved on here, I guess, from, like, people on TikTok. I don't know. Because I have Brawler by Colleen Charles, whatever. I don't know what it is. But I'm going to pick a book on here. I'm going to read it. Because I don't think I can pick this up. Like, I might try and pick it up, but I don't think I'm in the headspace for this book right now. So, we're going to pick up a different book. Possibly. I don't know. You'll see. You'll see what I end up reading. I don't know if I'm going to show you tonight, but I'll show you tomorrow. So, you'll see eventually, somehow. I'm going to eat my ice cream and read a book. Probably on my Kindle. That's what I want to do. I don't know. You'll see. Eventually. Okay. Jeez, I have, like, no voice. It's still early. I just woke up. Like, genuinely. What time is it? It's 8:30. I've been awake for 30 minutes. So, I'm home alone. My parents and brother went to church this morning, but I think I might just watch the church service on TV because I am exhausted. So, this thing is a terror. I want you all to know that. Love her so much, but she won't leave me alone. Also, the dog is whining in the back. Stop it, Badger. Stop it. The pets, people, the pets. So, my time for yesterday. I ended up reading on my Kindle. I still have 1 hour and 25 minutes, though, from yesterday's time. So, I never told you guys, like, what I started. I wanted something completely happy where nothing goes wrong. I don't think I picked that. Just saying. Don't think that's possible. I should have picked Beg, Borrow, or Steal, because I have that. But I forgot about it until after this, and also it was night, and so I wanted to read on my Kindle again. I don't know. I'm reading Crossroads by Devney Perry. Haven River Ranch series. It was a short book, and so I was like, I'll try. Why not? And we'll see if I can finish it or not today in this time thing. I probably can. I don't know. I'm on chapter 6, page 47, 18% through. There's only 279 pages on the book. So I'm going to watch YouTube until church, read, and then I'll watch church. Sounds like a plan. Okay, I finished my timer for Saturday. So I have today's timer still. It's another like 4 hours and 45 minutes, I think is what it is today. My Kindle is dying though, so I'm going to plug it in while I do laundry and stuff and do like my reset. But I'm on page 168. I'm okay with it. I don't love it. Not compared to the other Daphne Perry books, but it's good enough. So my parents just got home. I just wanted to update you guys that it was done. But I'll talk to you guys later when I do more reading. It is later. It's like, what, 6 something, 7 something. I have gotten so congested. If you guys can't tell, I feel awful and I just want to like sleep. But, Vinny, stop trying to eat my food. I have 4 hours and 45 minutes to read, so that's what I'm gonna do, is try and read for as much of that as I can. If I don't complete it, too bad, so sad. I'll be fine, but I'm gonna try and read for 4 hours and 45 minutes. Ignore that in the background, but let's see. I'm gonna try and finish this book at least, so. Okay, we're gonna ignore the fact that my hair is oily and that my bookshelves are a mess, okay? Those facts, get rid of them. We're doing the outro now for my swapping screen time with reading. I will update you guys on how it ended first off. I didn't complete my hours on Sunday. I'm not gonna lie, because I had to start work again Monday. It's now Tuesday, by the way. But I had to start work again on Monday, and I was not gonna be sleep deprived. So I ended it with 2 hours and 23 minutes left to read. So technically, did I fail the challenge? Yes. Do I care? No. I read 6 books in this video. I hadn't read 6 books in the year. And I read 6 books in a week. So I have 0 problems with the fact that I didn't finish it. I was actually only going to do this challenge from Monday to Friday. And then I decided to do it Saturday and Sunday too. So, hey, we're pretending it didn't happen, okay? So, we're going to go over, the cat is messing with stuff. I apologize. We're going to go over every book that I read and the book that I started at the end of the video. And my ratings, I think. Okay, first up, we have Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. I started the video with this book. I didn't read the whole thing in this video. I don't know how many pages I had gotten into it before I started it in this video, but I had read part of it before the video started. I think I'm going to give this a 5, but I also don't know. I'm between giving it a 5 and giving it a 4, because I love the world and the characters so much that it makes me want to give it a 5, but I didn't love this book as much as I've liked the others. So I think I'm going to leave it as a 5 on Goodreads, but I think it's more so like a 4.5, 4.75-ish vibe, but I did like it. Like, I love this story, I guess. I have to find somewhere to put this book. It'll go there for now. I love the characters and stuff, so like, I liked it enough. Why did it just feel like something fell on my head? That was trippy, okay. Then, I read First Time Caller by B.K. Borson. This was probably my most anticipated read for the year, if I'm being honest. Like, yes. Well, okay, no. This one, and Fearless are my, like, most anticipated books for the year. So, this one, I gave a 4.5 star, I think is what I'm going to stick to. I loved the characters in this. I loved him specifically. But I love their whole dynamic in it, how we followed them through building it. Also, I love her daughter. Like, that's something I didn't mention in the beginning of the video, or like when I was talking about this book. I love her daughter. She's so fun. She adds a good dynamic to it. And she's not in it for much of the book, but like she's in it for a little bit. And I love that. I can't wait to figure out who the next books are about because I don't know who they could be about. I guess I know one of them. One of them I have an idea of who it's going to be about. But I liked this book a lot. 4.5 star. And then, I don't have it up on my Kindle, but I read The Rook on my Kindle. I am battling with that book between a 2.75 and a 3 star. I didn't like it that much, but like I'm also tempted to continue the series to see if it gets better, but I might just not. I might just DNF it. Oh, there's a butterfly outside. That's cute. I might just DNF it, the whole series, just be done with it. I really liked the first book in that series. It's the Twisted Kingdom series by Frost K. I really liked the first book. I didn't like the second one that much, but I feel like it was more of like a building book, so I don't know. We'll see if I follow along or not, but that was the third book I read. And then I read The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This was a very anticipated series, not like release, but anticipated series because I love Jennifer Lynn Barnes. And this is her other series that I have not started yet. So I rated this book a 4, I think. I think I rated it like a 4, like a solid 4 star. Because I really liked it. I did not guess what was going to happen at all. Like, I'm going to be completely honest with you, did not guess it. It just popped out of nowhere and happened. But it wasn't like unbelievable. Like in some thrillers and mysteries, it's like you never guessed it because you would have never believed that that could happen type of thing. Like it's unrealistic. This one, it was realistic, but I didn't guess it. So I gave it a 4 star. I really liked it. Great time. Will continue the series. I actually have the next book on Libby and then the one after that, the third one on Hoopla. I just need to get the last one somehow. And then the novellas or whatever, but 4 star. So far, pretty good reading time. I mean, one book was a flop, but the other 3 were pretty decent reads. And then, what did I read after that? Oh, I read the devastating book. I read on my Kindle Catch the Sun by Jennifer Hartman, I think is her name. I am so sorry if I didn't say that right. I read Catch the Sun by her. I gave that book a 4.5 stars, I think, because I liked the book a lot. Like, it was very sad. It was very not happy, cutesy romance, but I liked it. My only flaw is that I feel like their relationship almost, as it got more into the book, which I understand why she did it, it felt more physical than like emotional. And it was because they were trying to push away their physical stuff, I get that, but I feel like it was a little too physical for me, and so that's why I bumped it down. It might have been a 5 star, honestly. The emotions that that book pulled out of me, it got close to being a 5 star, but because of that, I bumped it down to a 4.5. So that was that one, and that broke me. So then I read Crossroads because I was like, I need a happy, cheerful romance. This was not a happy, cheerful romance. It's by Devney Perry. I loved Devney Perry's other series. I don't know if I have it over here. I don't think I do. I think it's on that card. The Eden series, I loved that series. Like, it was so cozy and fun. This book, I don't know what it was. I think it was there wasn't enough emotional connection. I feel like it's so short that she didn't build emotional connection enough to where I enjoyed it. It's a second chance romance, and I feel like it was just physical. Like, it was just a physical romance. Like, there was no depth to it. Also, it wasn't happy. Like, there was a sad plot to it the whole time. So, like, that didn't help with the whole sadness. But I feel like it was just a physical romance. And so, I don't know if I'm going to keep this book. This is a special edition of it from Probably Smut. But I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. And I don't know if I'm going to continue the series. I might, because, like, it was just this specific book for me. And I've liked her other books, so I might read the next book. I think it's called Sunlight. But this one was a no for me. I think I'm gonna go with a 2.75, honestly. And then the final book, I started Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. I don't know how far I got into it. I think I got like 5 chapters in. So far, loving being back in the story. The first chapter was really hard for me to read. It's just like getting back into the mindset of this. But after I got through that first chapter, it was like I was in it all over again. I remembered everything that happened. And so, I'm liking this. I have actually been reading it this week now, but I'm enjoying this book. So, that was my wrap up for this video. That was pretty good. This is like the best I've done in a really long time, actually, for a reading video. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books finished and 1 book started. So that's not that bad. And I would have gotten farther into this if I would have kept going. Just not like super far, but like maybe like 200 pages. But that was my wrap up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am really hoping to come back to reading videos because this was like the best week I have had so long. My mental health went up so much this week from reading and also just having that downtime to just do what I wanted. And also I think it helped that I liked the books. So I really liked this video. I hope you guys like this video. I don't know how it's going to turn out when I edit it, but hopefully it's not too long and y'all enjoy it. But like, subscribe, comment down below any video ideas you have because I'm running out of like ideas for reading videos. And I feel like I'm just going to start repeating things and I don't want to do that. So give me ideas down below, but I'll see you all next time. Bye.